Hi, welcome to Daily Desk News Network YouTube channel. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. On paper, it was a triumph. The iPhone 17 launched with a faster chip, a brighter, more vivid display, and a camera system that can practically see in the dark. The tech reviewers raved, and yet, just 1 week later, Apple's stock plummeted. Billions in market value vanished. Welcome everyone. Today, we're diving into the real and surprisingly logical reasons why the market reacted to Apple's biggest release with its biggest sell-off in years. This isn't just about a phone, it's about the ceiling of innovation and the harsh reality of Wall Street expectations. Let's start with the core issue, the law of diminishing returns. For years, Apple could reliably blow us away. Touch ID, Retina displays, Face ID, each was a monumental leap. But look at the trajectory from the iPhone 15 onwards. The leaps became steps, the steps became shuffles. The iPhone 17 is the best iPhone ever made, but is it meaningfully better than the iPhone 16? Or even the 15? For the average user upgrading every 3 or 4 years, the difference is negligible. The market is saturated. Almost everyone who wants a smartphone has one. When your upgrades are incremental, you no longer convince people on the fence to buy in. You only convince your most dedicated fans to upgrade, and that's a much smaller pool of customers. Which brings us to the second punch, the price. To maintain growth in a saturated market, Apple has consistently done one thing: raise prices. The iPhone 17 Pro Max now starts at an eye-watering $1,500. But here's the Wall Street calculus. If you're going to charge a premium price, you need to deliver premium value. The market looked at the iPhone 17's spec sheet, a slightly better camera, a marginally faster chip, and asked, is this really worth $500 more than a 2-year-old model that still works perfectly? The resounding answer from early sales data, especially in key markets like China and Europe, appears to be no. When growth stalls and prices peak, investors get nervous. Fast. And Apple is no longer competing in a vacuum. This might be the most crucial factor. The competition has caught up and in some cases lapped them. Samsung, Google Pixel, and a slew of Chinese manufacturers like Huawei and Xiaomi are offering phones with 90% of the features for 60% of the price. The good enough phone is now really good. For consumers feeling the pinch of inflation, that value proposition is impossible to ignore. Early reports indicate that Apple's market share in critical growth markets is being aggressively eaten away by these competitors. Investors don't just fear no growth, they fear active decline and loss of dominance. Finally, we have the expectation of the next big thing. For years, the rumor mill churned about Apple's AR glasses or a foldable iPhone or revolutionary AI integration. The iPhone 17 had none of that. It was a refinement, not a revolution. Wall Street wasn't just pricing in the iPhone 17, it was pricing in the future of Apple. The decline signals a fear that Apple's era of world-changing innovation might be behind it, and that it's becoming a victim of its own incredible success. A company that makes fantastic products, but perhaps not the future anymore. So it wasn't one thing, it was the perfect storm, a supremely competent phone that failed to justify its sky-high price in a crowded market, while failing to signal a bold new direction for the company. This doesn't mean Apple is doomed, far from it. They have an immense services business and a loyal ecosystem, but this crash is a wake-up call. It's the market telling Apple that the old playbook of incremental upgrades and price hikes has run its course. The world is waiting for the next revolution, and until Apple delivers it, the shadow of uncertainty will remain. What do you think? Was the market's reaction an overreaction, or a long time coming? Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this breakdown useful, hit that like button and subscribe for more clear-eyed tech analysis. Thanks for watching.